Uh, Capo Daniel's name is not Ngong Emmanuel Ngong. No, his name is Ngong Emmanuel Ndong. Ndong, not Ngong again. His name again is Ngong Emmanuel Ndong. That is his name. And that's what is in his passport. Everybody should take note. Do not call him Ngong Emmanuel Ngong. That is manipulation. He's not Ngong Emmanuel Ngong. He is Ngong Emmanuel Ndong. Number two, Capo Daniel is not a separatist leader, one of the separatist leaders. We do not have leaders in the first place. We have a leader. We have a president. Let that be emphasized anywhere, anytime, anyhow. Capo Daniel Ngong Emmanuel Ndong is practically, effectively, a La Republique agent that infiltrated this fight to eliminate fighters. If he says separatist aspirations to push whatever has failed, he is actually reversing what he was asked to do, and he has failed to achieve it. And therefore, is using this means to achieve it. Now, it would be an insult, an abuse for the Ambazonian president to sit anywhere on any table with Ngong Emmanuel Ndong. It would be a total abuse, an insult to the Southern Cameroonians. If he insists on that table, before you go there, you have to arm yourself. If he insists to join you people, you play his audios and videos, and to let the world know that you cannot, in this 21st century, there is no way you can give us a leader. We will send our leader to you. If you're not pleased with, then eliminate us. That is all. Capo Daniel is not, as per his audios, as per his videos, and as per his discussions with many people, he has never been fighting for the restoration of the independence of Southern Cameroon. Ever since he stepped into the fourth and the last conclave that Ayub Tabi conducted in Nigeria, he left China under the sponsorship of of school China. Everything written, proof read. Now it's even one. Money contributed for his transport to and fro, and for his hotel. Before what was supposed to be handed to the conclave from China. Yes. But what he did in Nigeria, everything did not fail me. Because I told everybody, I don't want this young man to go to Nigeria. They all kicked against me. And it went into a vote, and he took the place because he contested it with somebody who was at home, and it was still not a good idea to pick somebody from home to home front to go there on behalf of people in China. You see what this unmitigated ingrates has done to the fight, as per his audios and videos. Yet they are still moving around and talking about Ambazonia. Now, let me to be very honest with you people, the day our president will sit on the table with this son of a bitch, I'm telling you, I'll wash off my hands. What this guy has done to this fight. using Ayaba and Ayuktabi. What this guy has done to this fight. When you hear people like us, especially UN, saying that the worst thing to ever admit, to ever accept, is a leader given to you people, given to the Ambazonians by the international community. If you think that's a joke, Capo Daniel is the one. They are drifting him towards that direction. You cannot sit in any place initiated by Capo Daniel. You cannot sit in any place that involves Capo Daniel. He is not an Ambazonian leader. He is not. We all know he comes from Boyu. We all know his father there in Boom. His father, formerly SDF whatever, now a CPDM. Yes. And when they say that there should be no 20th May, his father is sitting conspicuously in the grandstand in Boom. He is the one responsible for the absence of ASS in Boom. This young man. And he's now moving around, talking of how they release prisoners. Oh, that thing is cooked by them. Ayuk Tabi, Ayaba, and all of them, cooked and given to this idiot. And he's moving around. Planted in Canada by the international, by France, so that he should be doing those things. If you are calling yourself an Ambazonian leader, do not sit anywhere with Capo Daniel. If we are to miss that war, it will not be through Capo Daniel. He has done enough.
You are suffering from ignorance, or you are part and parcel of Capo Daniel's schemes. Again, I repeat, you are part and parcel of Capo Daniel's schemes, or you are suffering from ignorance. 5th December 2024. My name, Angel Mike. Fellow Ambazonians, I haven't read or listened to any voice or a written piece from someone saying that Capo Daniel did not go down to Yaoundé. But I have heard through UN saying that, or condemning somebody who has, or people who are saying that Capo Daniel did not go down to Yaoundé. Fellow Ambazonians, if you actually put your pen down that Capo Daniel did not go down to Yaoundé, then you should examine this, or you voiced that Capo Daniel never went down to Yaoundé. You better examine yourself to find out whether you are suffering, you are an ignoramus, or you are part of Capo Daniel's evil machinations. Because some people are talking like that because they're suffering from ignorance. They are ignoramuses of the struggle. They don't know anything, and they would like to talk. There are some people who say that he didn't go down to Yaoundé because they are exclusively part of his evil machinations. He brings home the booties and they share together. That is why they will say that he never went down to Yaoundé. A picture first appeared, I don't know what month was that, with Capo Daniel dressed in military fatigue and somewhere in the bush at the home front. And people rejected. Yes. Just like everything he has done, some people are still not believing it. That's why they'll say so. Just like those who are working with him will never believe. If Capo Daniel tells you that he went down to Yaoundé, and from the records of things that he has presented, why will you refuse? Capo Daniel has presented to you beyond doubts what the court will need, what Shakespeare terms ocular proof. That is what the court will need to pin down Capo Daniel. He has said so, and this is the continuation of it. That is, he is trying to exonerate himself from Ambazonia, and you are refusing. You are taking him and putting him back into Ambazonia. If he says he went down to Yaoundé and met with Paul Biya, he is no more part of the fight. Although he calls Ambazonia, yet you are trying to put him back there. Why do you want to put him back there? Because you are suffering from ignorance, or you are sharing his evil deeds. I don't understand how we reasoned out all these things. Capo Daniel tells you, clear the road, clear the streets of Bui, because we're trying to escort La République Army. And when you turn around, people say it was a slip of the tongue. Do you know who said it was the slip of the tongue? No, you don't know. But I know that those who are saying such a thing were people that he contacted after he has made that a speech. And those are his people. Those are ADF people. Those are ECOFC people. Or those were ECOFC people. They are still going on and on, and some of them have infiltrated these forums, and they're talking as if they are part of the Ambazonian government, but they are not part of Ambazonian government. I can assure you, Capo Daniel says that they have killed Chacha because of this and that, and you come up to say that he is not capable of going to Yaoundé. Capo Daniel comes up and says that he has killed Isobu because of this and that. He kills Shao Mao of Ngok because of this and that, and you refuse. They connive all together. They bring up No Pity, they arrest No Pity and change him into their own fighter, pretending that he's leading the unity rubbish. And within a few weeks, No Pity disappears. Before he disappears, he has mowed down countless fighters through their instructions, and the instructions are coming from La République. And he stands here and says that he went to Yaoundé, and you refuse. Why are you refusing? Why are you refusing? There is a picture of not a picture, a video of the mayor of Ebolova, whether Bamayo or Ebolova. The video first appeared online by Capo Daniel, through Capo Daniel, where this mayor was doing it annually. Yeah, was doing it with an Asian teenager annually. So if Capo Daniel tells you that he has gone down to Yaoundé, don't doubt him, because he has vowed to go even to the spirit world to get money. It's not about Ambazonia. He's trying to get his money and trying to get a name, gain his possession, not through Ambazonia, but through La République. But he will use Ambazonia because people, blind bats. Some people are like weevils, even worse than evils in their blindness. They keep on believing that Capo Daniel is somebody in this fight. He has finished, and he has reported repeatedly that it is over with us. Why is he saying that it is over with us? He is confident on what he's saying because he eliminated a long line of fighters according to the program with La République. Listen to Capo Daniel chatting with Ami Bankui, asking for 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion. Capo Daniel. When the audio, first appeared, I sent it to a forum, a forum there, and everybody was like, that's a child's play. That's a child's play. What do you mean by child's play here? Are you not evil? When you see a serious thing like that and say it's a child's play. Capo Daniel is a madman. It's an illiterate. He has gone to school. School has not gone. Those are people trying to play cover up for Capo Daniel's evils. And that such evils are, in fact, rotating amongst them. Every one of them is stained with such evil. Yeah. I was talking about the video of the mayor of Bolova doing it. If Capo Daniel went back down to Yaoundé, probably it was for initiation. They might have met him in Canada and said, "We're not going to kill you. We know what you have done already. We can expose you. But we'll not expose you because you're working for us. Here's the deal. You have to move down to Yaoundé and to take an oath that you are completely for us now because you have taken so much money." You heard Bamkwi saying that Capo Daniel cannot take this amount of money and will not do the work. So he was moving down to Yaoundé to be initiated. And probably through the same way he saw that mayor of Bamayo, or the mayor of Ebolova, doing it with an Asian boy, and he forwarded it online. This is what Capo Daniel might have gone down to Yaoundé to initiate himself into. And that's why you find his eyes looking like the eyes of a rat caught from a wall and dashed on the floor. Chinua Achebe. So, to doubt Capo Daniel's the claim is to be part of him, or is to tell the Ambazonia, you don't know anything. If Capo Daniel cannot go down to Yaoundé, why would he be at the forefront now? Who is he? Who the hell is Capo Daniel to be at the forefront? What does he know? What does he know to even approach ICO? The ICO was manufactured by Macron and then asked for a reliable person to hand it over to him. And that is how Capo Daniel is leading the leading person in that ICO. How do you explain? What do you want to explain to Agent Mike about Capo Daniel knowing something about having a deal with ICO? Huh? The ICO that they went and they made in Canada. The same ICO that brought certain mayors from La République du Cameroon, Southern Cameroons and La République to be in Canada. That is the ICO. They're saying that they should go around and meet the ICO. So that what should not happen? Yeah. Somebody is even going to meet ICO with people who are no more fighting the war, with people who have unquestionably accepted every evil that they have done. Not that they have accepted, they are going on with it. Any fighter that raises his head, they cut. Capo Daniel can come. Capo Daniel explain why he killed Arki. I don't even like the Arki himself because he was being used from the very beginning. And at the end, Capo Daniel killed him. And you are here trying to defend Capo Daniel. If you defend Capo Daniel, tell me how he managed to reach ICO. These are corrupt to the marrow people that La République is looking for. Do not allow yourself to be led by any person chosen by your enemy. Yeah. And Capo Daniel is taking that place. They have tried to manipulate with Southern Cameroonians at the home front and abroad that Ayuk Tabi can still speak for us. They have failed. And they have tried Ayaba. They have discovered that people have discovered Ayaba. And they have now carefully maneuvered all around and they've taken Ayaba into prison and to put Capo Daniel and see. It will not work. And before you open your mouth to say that Capo Daniel cannot do it, you better be ignorant. Not part of him, because we will still find you out. That is it. Capo Daniel is not a person to say anything. That is Ngong Emmanuel Ndong. Ngong Emmanuel Ndong is not anybody in Southern Cameroons. He is purely a La République agent. Of course, just at the end of the last and the fourth conclave that Ayuk Tabi conducted, he returned with a message that La République has contacted him to work for him, to work for them. To work for them. And this is Angel Mike's question. And what did you say? He said he did not accept it. But you see the way he has mowed down the fighters on the ground. You see the level of kidnapping he has done on the ground. And to cover it up, he called himself a kidnapping czar. That is person who is against kidnapping. Can you imagine trying to wash his hands at every step that he commits a hideous crime like that, one of killing Isobu? But he even admitted that they killed Isobu because of Isobu's excesses. And because Isobu was going around collecting taxes and here and there. But when they killed Isobu, they used Mad Dog, they used Capo in Bui to be collecting only taxes. Day in, day out, you are hearing the falling of La Republique Army in Bui. But none is going down through Capo. None is going down through Mad Dog. Can you imagine? And they say they are fighting the war. What if they had fought and taken Bui as their determination was? Who is that Bui chairman? Bravo to you. Bravo to you. Yeah, whether it's a share, is this a share? Share, bravo to you. Yeah. Dr. Yaya, bravo to you people. If they had taken Bui, what could we have been doing in the absence of Manfe? And they have tried to destroy Manfe because Ayutabi has come from it. No way. No way. But somebody is telling you that he went to Yaoundé. You are refusing. You dare not be refusing because you are part of Capo Daniel. Because Ambazonians will search and remove you and expose you. Just be sure that you are saying it out of ignorance. Because what Capo Daniel is saying is something that he has 100% done it. You will say that he didn't go. Just the same way you think Akwanka never met Bankwi. Akwanka's on is different. Just be sure that what he is saying is what he has done. Yeah, they only call him to initiate him. And that has happened. And you will never have Capo Daniel again. If he sits on the table anywhere with you people, you will not come home with anything. I'm the one telling you people. Thank you for listening. The Ambazonians do not need any peace, especially when that peace is to come from the son of Lucifer, Capo Daniel. Yes. Today is 5th December, 2024, and my name is Angel Mike. The name Capo Daniel is not a strange name to me. I have listened to his video carefully, and there's only one supreme message that he has passed there. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Because we have already lost the war. Now the question is, why have we lost the war? Send this message to Capo Daniel. We have lost the war because of the role that he has played in the war, sorry. He has played a very, very terrible role in the fight, eliminating soldier after soldier, eliminating soldier after soldier. Listen to his video. You will hear him consistently with the word I, first person, to show how supreme he is. But let me tell you, he has been supreme negatively. He has been supreme negatively. Capo Daniel says he was fighting for kidnapping and ransom. They kidnapped every person that ADF kidnapped. He was the one that spearheaded it. That is a fact. And if you cannot play the Pontius Pilate here, nobody will listen to you. And I am saying that every Ambazonian of good conscience should find Capo Daniel and give him what he likes, what he has asked for. From Boyo to any place, Capo Daniel is the one that has brought down every fighter. After excuse me, when Capo Daniel attended the conclave in Nigeria, let me repeat this thing repeatedly so that you should know when La Republique approached him and bought him over. He returned to the base and asked for elections in the group. Ask what? He said, Siseko Ayuktabi has asked for the group to conduct elections. The group was powerful, doing things, not now like this, that Chris Anu came like him and destroyed it. I told Capo Daniel in the group, tell Siseko we are not going to conduct it. You know why? Because he was already carrying money to pay the voters to vote for him as president, so that he should now come out clear with this agenda that he's doing. That is why he left the group, because he could not manipulate with the group and started what he called podcast. You see that? Evil machination filled everywhere in his face. He says he was fighting against kidnapping and ransom. Capo Daniel, do you know that guy that you collected 3 million from him when you were fighting over a girl? Yeah. You fought over a girl that you had abandoned. When somebody came after and went into a relationship with a girl, the Hong Kong girl, what happened? You became angry, went back to collect the girl, and the girl rejected you, and you looked for the number of the wife of that guy back home. You sent your boys to go and collect the woman. They paid 3 million to you, right? Or did I hear a wrong story? They paid 3 million to you. What did you do with it? Just because of that. Now, Capo Daniel, let me ask you a question. You are talking about Akuma. Yes, we know. We don't need to hear from you. We know that Ayabacho and you killed Akuma. By then, you were not yet with him. You were not yet with. You were not yet with Ayabacho. He killed Akuma. Yeah. When you talk about Pache, it's you who killed Pache, because you are already with Ayabacho. It is you who killed Pache. Now, when it comes to Bui 39 or Bui 40 or 23, you are the person who will tell the world where the 39 went to. Your audio is still there. When President Sako demanded the names of those who went there, you said for security reasons, those names cannot be released because they are already in the dragnet of La Republique. Have you forgotten? So soon, you talk about 39. You went for a mission in Bui, and the mission was not hidden. You were not going to Nigeria to collect arms. You were not going to Bui to share working material to sister forces, because the camp of the government of Ambazonia was not your sister forces. They didn't demand any guns. What were you doing in that camp? Of course, the videos are there to explain why you were there. And the videos are Pascal Kiki talking of the neutralization and the elimination, or the elimination of neutralization of Chacha. And you did that. What follows? Another audio with a video came up. You warning people to clear the streets because you want to grant a safe passage to La Republique soldiers. Working in that your agreement with them. You brag that you have money. What money? Do you even know that there are people who know you from the beginning to the end? Capo Daniel, when you came into Forum, when you came into Forum, you could not even register your name with 10,000 francs, or approximately that, which is 100 yuan. It was the person who brought you into it that we forced him to register your name. So where was that your money? You think people are stupid? Do you really think so? That if they want to surrender to La Republique, it will be through you. You that has worked in every way possible to destroy the fight by killing every top brass fighter. Capo Daniel, you came into a certain group of people. They call it Southern Cameroon's Wawa forces, led by RK. You later kill RK to be telling people that they should surrender, right? Because they have lost, they are failed. You know the battle that you had with RK, telling him to make an audio if he thinks that, or to make a video to prove that he is on the ground. Why do you think you were making that audio, the video, that he should prove that he's on the ground? Why do you think he must make that video? Because by making that video, they were going to identify where he was and to capture him. That was your work. That was your intention. That was your intention, young man. But he listened to some of us at that time. Don't make the video. It's not like I was, in fact, with him. I've never loved him. And I never intended killing him. And I kept on telling him, you will not reach Buya because of the atrocities you have committed. Karma will follow you. The person sponsoring you will turn around and kill you. That's what I was telling him. And that's what I'm telling every fighter on the ground. Anyone that comes across you now like this, he's a dead man. Any fighter, I swear over my mother's grave, any fighter that comes across Capo Daniel and communicates with him, take note. If he insists to fight this fight, Capo Daniel will kill him. That is a fact. Yeah. So where did you take your money to be doing contracts in Canada? Are there not people working in Canada? Have they accumulated such money to be doing contracts? Or you are bluffing as usual? You will go and take a council building back home, and then you will display in Conforum as you have a project being carried out by you, only for us to be told that it is a council project. You made it look like you were the one building it. What kind of a person are you? How did this guy come into this fight? You are trying to say that, oh, you brought up community schools. Have you ever read any page in history to know what a community school means? When you people sat back and La Republique paid you to ask the schools to return, you started a doctrine of counterproductive. You had fallen in love with such an expression, and you were making it as if you discovered that expression. And finally, when they didn't listen to you, you and Ayabacho connived and said you were creating a community school without even having... No, it's not like some people don't have idea. I think it was just in line with what La Republique wanted. Capo Daniel, you create a community school in a free zone. You create a community school in a free zone, and that has nothing to do with your slave master's syllabus. Oh yes, move down to Namibia and find out how community schools functioned there. Yeah, it was Sam Nonjoma who would burn down any school that would sit down to write the final year from South Africa, South African exams. Community schools were conducted as community schools, and in community schools, you do not go for academic subjects because they will still come from your slave master. And Nonjoma didn't want anything any certificate from South Africa again. To you, the education of do you know how long the South African Southwest African war lasted? German Southwest Africa. Do you know how long it lasted? And within that time, how many people did not go to school? And what has changed since nobody went to school? What has changed, Capo Daniel? Traitor, like father, like son. Your father is sitting there on every 20th May, 11th February, because you people have reduced boom to nothing. And he sits there, smiling like a goat. And you sit here and talk of how you have worked what? Let me ask you something. You said money for what money for what went down to the home front through your initiative. What initiative? What were you in that group? Capo Dani, what were you in the group in China? Nothing functioned in Hong Kong. You were the only traitor that left Hong Kong and came into the mainland. Oh yes. You were the only traitor that left Hong Kong and came into the mainland. And that is when you started your whole abalo with the group. You said they should put you as president of Hong Kong. And they asked you, so how many people have you come with from Hong Kong? Are you a president of yourself? You are alone here and you are saying that they should call you president of Hong Kong? You are looking for something else. Capo Daniel, what kind of villainy is this? Huh? Ngong Emmanuel Ndong, what kind of villainy is this? You really think that if they are to surrender, they'll surrender through you? Trust me, if I were to sit like President Sako anywhere and it becomes surrendering, you will not sign any paper anywhere with Ambazonia, in the name of Ambazonia. You will not sign that paper. You will lose everything that you have fought for. Everything that I've promised you, they will not give you. Everybody will simply go and surrender himself. That request is null and void. It will never happen, Capo Daniel. It will never. You say that Akwanka is this and that. Akwanka is not different from you. Akwanka, you and Akwanka are two faces of the same coin. You call him Bunga face. Yes, of course. He's Bunga face. Take 100 the coin. Take 100 coin and see whether the faces are the same. One face is very cranky and the other one is looking fresh. That is it. But do you know why it will be refused? That cranky face, the other side, must be there. If it's not there, you give it to anybody, even a small child, he will not take it. That's not 100 francs. Do you even know what I'm talking about? Both of you are all working for La Republic, and both of you have all collected money. I know Akwanka very well. Reports of Akwanka are coming in every day. The first thing Akwanka sat on the table in Switzerland and demanded for was money. Money that he won La Republic in a court case, and they did not give him. From that day, I noticed that this guy is working for himself, not for and that if he sees money, he'll sell people. Of course, that gunshot on that table in Switzerland sent a message to France. You have tried to defend La République. Let me continue in another audio. I started something which is still about Capo Daniel. This is the continuation of the audio. That's part 2 of the audio that I've just cut. Capo Daniel was publicity secretary when this war started. Publicity secretary of our group. A group that Angel Mike bluntly rejected from being president and became an advisor. When he says that he arranged the money, that is a fat lie, because he was being sent. He was sent by the group. Just like the group sent him to the conclave in Nigeria. Just like the group prepared the money. He didn't go to Nigeria with his money. He didn't pay a hotel with his money. He didn't write the speech that was sent to that conclave, though he claimed that it was written by him. Yeah. It was written by us. And I don't have any reason to be saying, I. When they take something to write, they look for real English teachers to write. And even if they're not participating, they finish writing, others finish writing, they give it to others to proofread. Not to any Tom and Jerry. And he was a Tom and Jerry. Yeah. If Capo is now telling you people that he has a business in Canada, that is the money. Capo Daniel claims innocent. He claims innocent. This guy, Lord have mercy on him. This guy, he would try to use even other people's documents to escape. Not to escape, to implicate them. To implicate them. So Capo Daniel thinks that he can pull it and pull faster than any other person. Now, Ambazonians, I am telling you that we are facing the worst Muna in our life history, and that's Capo Daniel. From whatever general to whatever general, he's the one that has killed. Though he's trying to wash his hands like Pontius Pilate. Capo Daniel, you will not wash your hands. I bet you will not. And Jeremiah will have nothing to do with your miseries. The Ambazonians have a bone to crack with you. They have a bone to crack with you. Not me. I'm just giving you a prophecy. Like I was saying, you move into a community school and you don't do academic subjects. Academic subjects mean you are still to write the academic paper of that very country that you are trying to escape. And no country has ever done that. East Timor never did. Take it from me or you leave it. Namibia did not do it. Take it or you leave it. Eritrea didn't do that anymore. For their 30 years of war, they stopped that nonsense. And they were following community schools. The idea of community schools in southern Cameroon, introduced by you people, was to go back to the very system for which you have been paid to do. And that's exactly what you did. You talk about General Efang. General Efang was that guy that Atangaji was referring to. That they sent Amber boys to go and wreak havoc on people, and they went beyond the red line. And it's time that Lucifer should reject them. And Efang died. Efang died. You gave his hideout, and he died. You gave the means through which he can be taken, so that you should cry that we have lost the war. We have we don't call yourself there. You are not part of it. You're not part of it. I've heard so many things, but you are really, really a devil incarnate. You think you have that capacity to talk to anybody in the House of Lords in Britain, my friend, then don't ever call me someone who has ever gone to school. You do not have that capacity. Because sitting down, I have examined everything across the political spectrum of Africa. And I know that France is looking for fellows like you, criminals like you, to use. They put money at the disposal. They create a conducive atmosphere and create the contacts and links, and they hand over the names of such fellows like you. The only thing is that it will be your own time audition to call the Lord, to call this, to call that person from the House of Commons, to call that person from the House of Lords. And you talk. Fellow Ambazonians, Capo Daniel wants to prove to you that he is capable of delivering anything. Yes. But what is that thing? Slavery. He's the one that has been sent to come and frighten you people. He's not frightening. He's speaking the truth because he is determined to go after every fighter. And I'm sure every fighter is listening. Just as he has done to RK, just as they have done. I say they because they got that. Chris Ano is part of it. The Mbunga man he calls is part of it. Ayaba is part of it. Ayuk Tabi is part of it. Fontem is part of it. Jomba Okoro is part of it. All of them, they are all participants to eliminate Nopiti, to eliminate Oliver, to eliminate Tenkobo. They all came, collected that money to eliminate all these people with the hope that when they are no more there, they go to Canada and surrender. And they went to Canada and surrendered. $300 million. Just start calculating how much that could be in France. Let me see. If you convert $300 million into francs, you have 1,866,986,000 francs. And this is what they promised them in Canada. And this is what they're fighting over. Not that they're not in the same group. They want to see who will carry the lion's share. Because that lion's share is going to prove that when they have surrendered, who will be the minister of this? Who will be the minister of that? That's the extended part of it. He says, people are fighting and behaving like they think that if they win the war, they will go and collect money somewhere. No, they will not go and collect money somewhere. That's your own mindset. Those who are fighting the war, they don't have that mindset. And all of you who are seated in Canada, all of you, you are not fighting the war. And I can swear that again. You are not fighting the war. You are fighting to surrender. You are looking for your own bread. That is how it is. And that is how it would be. You have talked about Supreme General Black or Dark or whatever. If any fighter knows this guy on the ground, stay away from him. Stay away from him. Because he is that one who will eliminate the rest of the fighters on the ground. Yeah. He says he has a group on the ground. And the group is coming out. Yeah, we have heard some of their voices. One of them was swearing the other day that they are they will surprise the people abroad with groundwork. You think that the groundwork is about getting Ambazonian independence? No, it's not getting the Ambazonian independence. It is getting Ambazonians back to La Republic. That's the message that guy was sending on the ground, and he is part of Capo Daniel. When you listen to people talk, then know how you can connect the loose ends, and is exactly he has now proven that there is a network on the ground, championed by who? By Archbishop Andrew Kia. He has mentioned it. Yeah, he has mentioned his name. And it will be the most stupid move by any Ambazonian president to go and sit with Nkia. It should not happen. It should not happen. He has said that the Ambazonian flag was made by a who, and he is calling for what? Let him come and take the flag again. Let's see. Idiots. It was made by him. So what? Very soon another one will jump out that he created the anthem, and he's calling for peace. He's calling Ambazonians. There is nothing like peace. They are calling for surrender. The call is loud and clear. Surrender. We have killed the fighters. That is the message Capo Daniel is passing to you. I and Ayabacho, we have finished the fighters, and you will surrender. They want to paint the miscreant soldier, Amber Boy, as if he was doing a job for Ambazonia. He was doing that job for La Republique. I mean, Efang. Yeah, Efang. For how many years Efang would display? Efang would display what? Toyotas. And we will not see the work of the Toyotas. The boys or the ASAs that are fighting down there, they do not have Toyotas. Guerrilla warfare is not with Toyotas. They have displayed those things continuously until all of them are not dead. Yes. They will do this. Still, within their calm, they will in fact bring out a way to eliminate the boys. They will ask them to go and do this publicly, so that they can eliminate them. Consider Mad Dog in Bamenda. He will follow La Republique, break into the credit union. Do you know that move? He has been instructed to do so that they can eliminate him. Yeah. So there will be an outcry and they will eliminate him quietly. Do not joke with these people. Capo Daniel, we have seen Ndong Emmanuel Ngong, or Ngong Emmanuel Ndong. We have seen people in revolutions. We have seen the actions of people in revolutions. We have read revolutions, and we know you are kind. We know you are kind in every revolution. Go down to South Africa and see what Mangosuthu Buthelezi was doing with the ANC fighters. You know the term necklace. It came from South Africa. How? Why? Because the revenge was not good. When the ANC arrested any fighter, any pro apartheid fighter from Mangosuthu Buthelezi's camp, they necklace him, they pack tires on him and on his neck, round his waist, and they roast him to death. Yeah. Why were they doing that? Because Mangosuthu was behaving like you. Even in East Timor, there's this man called Erica or Erico or whatever. He wants to turn like him in Ambazonian fight, to always claim that this is this. You know why they're fighting now? Elections are coming up. ASAs give no breathing space to any Tom and Jerry on that ground. Whether you are a fawn, whether you are a duo, whether you are a what, whether you are whatever criminal, any ballot box, anywhere, you have to visit that place. Capo Daniel will not escape with this thing. Thank you for listening. My name again, Njamike.
A reconciliation is only when the war is over. When a team of truth and reconciliation is created, it is only created when the war is over. You need to confess what you did. Yeah. You could be forgiven, like it happened in South Africa, where Mangasutu Buthelezi immediately became the Minister of Home Affairs. But before then, everybody knew the havoc that he had caused in the war. Yes, I mean, he did evil in South African war against apartheid. So please, when Capo Daniel said he went to Nigeria to investigate the kidnapping of Ayub Tabi, that's a lie. He went to Nigeria to marry a Nigerian girl. Whatever turned out to be the result, no one knows. Another one was to boast to the refugees and to get as many free girls in refugee camps as possible, as we can see in one of his videos in a swimming pool. That doesn't look like people who are suffering. And it was instigated by Capo Daniel. Doing what kind of nonsense in the swimming pool with a refugee girl was not investigating the kidnapping of Ayub Tabi. What did you do with the results? Yeah, tell the Amazonians what exactly did you do with the results? Possibly, this is where this man was to meet Tabala or Banki again for the deal that they requested the first time he visited Nigeria during the conclave. Yeah. People might have projected only that girl that he went to get married to, but the real reason could have been to meet Tabala, who now works in Brazil. Yeah, because Banki will come out and say, no, don't involve Tabala there. But Tabala was in Nigeria when they picked Ayub Tabi. He was working in Nigeria. And possibly he was taken away from Nigeria because anything can happen with any other person, no matter whether he's a military man or not. So, here is Capo Daniel telling people that he went to Nigeria because of that. No, he didn't go to Nigeria because of that. I will not sit on any table with Capo Daniel, knowing what he has done with the fighters on the ground. It will not happen if I were to be on any table. Yeah, this young man hasn't read the history of revolutions. If he had read, he should have been in the know. He should have been in the know. That people have read and they know exactly what they're talking about. Yeah. And what are they talking about? You will not doubt where La Republic is getting their money. The War of Ambazonia, Capo Daniel, has explained why France finds it necessary to put every African country's reserves in Paris. Now, if something happens there, that former colony, they will, or France will use the reserves this way they are using, dishing it out to you people, left and right. Yeah.
He said, oh, this country is promising to be paying our flight left and right. No, 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 no. That money is the reserves that is disbursing through that country to you to use and go to that conference. And you people have taken it as a pride. Everybody running up and down. Oh, I want to fighting to go this way, fighting to go that way, betraying each other. Let me tell you people why Swiss talks was cancelled. The only genuine talks was that Swiss talks. And it held La République and France in their scrutums. Yeah, that talks, the talks in Switzerland, the talks held La République and France in their scrutums. And they looked for people like you, Ayaba, John Ba Akuru, and the rest. Yeah, Akwanka and left and right to destroy it. They paid them. They paid them just like they've paid you. They destroyed it. It's you trying to play with the people's brains. Ayaba destroyed it because he was not the leader. It didn't come through him. That's not the case. That is not the case. It's just a flimsy excuse that Ayaba destroyed it because he was not the one who negotiated it. No, it was because it was a genuine move. It's because it was a genuine move. And France with La Republique did not want that genuine move because they would have. Thank you for informing us that the international community doesn't have anything to do with Article 1 and Article 1608. Article 1608 is what granted us independence, just like Article what granted La Republique independence. So if they deny for certain Cameroons, so what is La République? A quasi-state in France, right? Of course, we know that. That is a special status, a case of special status in French Republic. Yeah. And we will not accept. Capo Daniel, how would you go and ask special status from somebody who is, in fact, dying under special status? France is a case of special status. Sorry, La République is a case of special status. You still go there to ask for special status. And you are warning people, oh, if we might lose everything if we do not act in time. We will not act in time. We will act in time, not to go and surrender. Tell your Bishop Kier, that because you say you have a group on the ground working to see things work, working to see how they will kill everybody that is fighting. Yeah. It were better. Kier was never ordained as a priest. Talk less of being an archbishop. It were better he was never ordained a priest. I have heard people saying that, or even the Bible saying that they should leave God's people, men of God, to God. Yeah, but I will appeal to the very Bible that the likes of Nkie should leave God's people in peace. Yeah. If you want to sell God's people to be a prominent archbishop and later on a cardinal, the prayers will be that God should not allow it happen. You didn't surprise anybody by mentioning Bishop Nkia, because we have seen that Nkia is moving around in the name of God and exorcising the spirit of Ambazonianism in every person who is determined to free himself. He touches your head and everything goes off. It fizzles off like he did with Eric Tato with a bundle of money. And he is bragging how he's doing business uh, in the US. You are there bragging how you are doing business in Canada. All money collected from La Republique. You want to pretend that you've taken no money from La Republique. Go ask a toddler. He will tell you that you stink with corrupt money. You stink with blood money in you. Yeah. You want to tell people that just within the space of 1 year you have business in Canada. Either you are lying or the money has come from La Republique. But as for money coming from La Republique, oh yeah, of course, it's a showcase. You've collected the money.